Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Libert. I'm a functional medicine physician with advanced training in the prevention and reversal of cognitive decline. Over the past 2 decades, I've had the privilege of helping thousands of people uncover the root causes of their symptoms and find real, lasting healing. If you're here because you're concerned about your brain health, maybe because of a family history of Alzheimer's disease or something you've seen in your genetic testing, I want you to know that you're not alone and you're in the right place. In this video, the Brain Vitality Blueprint, how to prevent cognitive decline, maximize your health span, and flourish in midlife and beyond, I'm going to share with you what I've learned about the missing piece in conventional care and how you can begin taking proactive steps right away. Let me start with a simple question. What if symptoms like brain fog, fatigue, anxiety, or poor sleep aren't isolated? They're actually early warning signs of deeper imbalances in the body. I want to show you how these symptoms are connected to each other and to your long-term brain health. And more importantly, what you can do to change your trajectory. Through my Rethink Aging signature process, I help patients create personalized plans that strengthen their brains and restore energy and build resilience. As a woman of faith, I believe each of us is created with a divine purpose. I want to feel strong and clear and vibrant, not just for myself, but for the people I love, so I can show up fully and do the work that I'm called to do. And I want the same for you, whether that means hiking in the mountains or playing with your grandchildren or pursuing a dream that's been on your heart for years. Maybe you've recently learned that you carry the ApoE4 allele that increases Alzheimer's disease risk. Or perhaps you've been diagnosed with something like high blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis, and you sense that these are all connected, but you're not being offered real solutions. Maybe your labs are, quote, normal, yet you feel anything but normal, tired and foggy, inflamed, and frustrated. If that sounds familiar, please hear me. You're not imagining things and you're not alone. I've met so many bright, motivated people who are trying to do all the right things and still not feeling well. And they're dismissed. They're given more prescriptions and told that decline is just part of getting older. But it doesn't have to be that way. Conventional medicine is outstanding in emergencies. But when it comes to prevention and true healing, especially for the brain, it often falls short. That's where functional medicine comes in. Instead of chasing symptoms, we ask why. We look for the root causes, nutrient deficiencies, inflammation, toxins, hormone imbalances, sleep disruption, and stress. And then we create a plan to restore balance and vitality. Think of it this way. If your roof is leaking, putting out buckets might help for a while, but the real solution is fixing the roof. Functional medicine repairs the roof. We rebuild from the inside out. And here's the most important thing I can tell you. There is hope. At Caring for the Body Center for Functional Medicine, my team and I do things differently. We listen, we guide, we walk alongside you with compassion and evidence-based tools. So if you're ready to take the next step, I'd be honored to meet you. And at the end of this video, I'll share how you can schedule a consultation with me. And I do have a small gift for those who connect through this video presentation. So just mention that when you call. But first, I'd like to share a bit of my own story with you because knowing who you're trusting with your health really does matter. I've been married for over 25 years, and I have 3 wonderful, beautiful daughters. And like many working mothers, I tried to do it all until my body and spirit said, enough. Early in my career, I nearly burned out. I developed brain fog and fatigue and chronic pain. Even though I was young and active and supposedly healthy, it was only when I discovered functional medicine and returned to a deeper walk with God that I began to heal. Through testing and lifestyle change, and most importantly, spiritual renewal, my health and my clarity came back. And I began living these same principles that I now teach my patients. So later, I had the opportunity to study with Dr. Dale Bredesen at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging. His groundbreaking work showed that Alzheimer's isn't simply inevitable as we age. It's influenced by multiple modifiable factors. That revelation set me on fire. I took a walk on a quiet hillside outside the institute, and I sensed that God was calling me into this work. That's when my mission became clear: to help people uncover the root causes of decline and create a personalized path forward so that they can flourish. Functional medicine changed my life, and I've watched it change the lives of countless others. When we bring the best of modern science together with personalized root cause care and a foundation of faith and meaning and purpose, that's when healing happens. So, whether you're worried about your memory, or you're seeking to prevent decline, or you simply want to feel like yourself again, I want you to know there is a path forward. And it starts with the understanding of the factors that influence brain health, and then taking small, consistent steps that will create lasting change. So let's explore how. When I first began working with patients through this lens, I realized something profound: that healing doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things in the right order for the right reasons. So let's talk about what actually drives brain decline and what we can do to turn it around. Most people think of memory loss or brain fog as problems that just happen with age, but in truth, cognitive decline is usually the result of many small imbalances that build up over time. And when we identify and address those root causes early on, we can often slow or even halt or sometimes reverse that decline. So let's take a look at a few key areas. Lifestyle factors, of course, the way we eat, move, rest, and manage our stress directly shapes how our brains age. For example, our brains thrive on healthy fats and colorful vegetables and antioxidant-rich foods, but they suffer when we fuel them with sugar and ultra-processed foods and inflammatory oils. Movement, even gentle daily activity, will increase blood flow and helps your brain make new connections. Sleep is when your brain clears out metabolic waste and restores itself. And stress management, of course, through prayer and being in nature and breathing, journaling, all of that helps keep your nervous system calm and your hormones balanced. Genetics. Many people come to me fearful after they learn that they carry the ApoE4 allele, which can increase risk of Alzheimer's disease. But the good news is that your genes are not your destiny. They're simply signals. And what you do every day, the foods you eat, the toxins you avoid, the quality of your sleep, your sense of meaning and purpose can either turn those signals up or turn them down. And that's what we call epigenetics: how your lifestyle shapes the expression of your genes. Environmental exposures. Your brain is sensitive to the world around you. Hidden toxins like heavy metals, mold, pesticides, or chronic infections can quietly create inflammation and damage to your brain cells. So identifying and removing those sources of stress is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward healing your brain. Then we have the gut-brain connection, one of my favorite topics. Your digestive system and your brain are in constant two-way communication, and an inflamed or imbalanced gut can alter your mood, your memory, and even your cognition. So restoring the microbiome through nourishing foods and fiber and probiotics and gut healing is often a turning point for my patients. The beauty of functional medicine is that it sees all of these systems as interconnected. And when we start to bring them back into balance, people begin to feel like themselves again. Clearer, lighter, more joyful, more alive. This is the heart of my work. The process I call Rethink Aging. It's a personalized, whole person approach that helps you restore your energy and strengthens your mind and helps you build lasting health. There are 3 core pillars. Pillar number 1 is to uncover the root causes. We begin with comprehensive testing to identify what's driving your symptoms. Nutrient deficiencies, inflammation, toxins, hormonal imbalance, infections, or vascular changes, among many others. When we can see the why, we can finally create a plan that makes sense for your body. Pillar number 2 is to rebuild and restore. Here we focus on healing foundations, nourishing foods, daily movement, quality sleep, meaningful connection, and of course, soul care. We add in targeted therapies such as nutritional supplements, peptides, detoxification support, all to rebalance and restore at the cellular level. This is where people begin to notice real change. Energy comes back, mood lifts, the fog clears, and often hope returns. Pillar number 3 is to sustain and flourish. We all know that healing isn't about a quick fix. It's about transformation. So this final phase is where we build the sustainable rhythms for the long term. Supportive routines, our mindset work, accountability, community, because lasting health isn't just about what you stop doing. It's about creating a life that continually nourishes you. Let me tell you about one of my patients. I'll call him David. He was 64 when he first came to see me. He had built a successful career, but he was beginning to lose his memory and his confidence. His mood was unstable, and his wife noticed that he was just not himself. His initial cognitive testing placed him in the mild cognitive impairment category. But once we uncovered his underlying inflammation and blood sugar issues and nutrient deficiencies, and we began to correct them, everything changed. Within months, his energy came back, his blood pressure improved, his labs were improving, and his mood stabilized. And when we repeated his cognitive testing at 6 months, his score was back to normal. And his wife told me, with tears in her eyes, I have my husband back. And that is the power of understanding root causes and believing that change is possible. Of course, every person's path looks different, and healing's not a one-size-fits-all journey, but we know that we're not powerless. Change is possible. You have so much more control over your brain's future than you may have been led to believe in the past. And it's never too early or too late to begin. Before we finish, I want to leave you with this thought that true healing isn't just about preventing disease. It's about creating the conditions for your whole being to flourish. Your body is intelligent and your brain is resilient, and your spirit is capable of renewal at any stage of life. I've seen people in their 50s and 60s, even 70s and beyond experience profound transformation. simply because they refuse to give up and they choose to partner with their body, the God-given ability to heal. So if you've been searching for a new approach, I want you to know that it's never too early to begin. We want to change your health story. And at Caring for the Body Center for Functional Medicine, we don't just treat lab numbers or isolated symptoms. We look for the person behind them. We treat you with wisdom and science and grace, and we'll look at the big picture together. We'll listen to your story deeply and design a personalized plan that helps you move toward more vitality and clarity and peace. If you're ready to explore what's possible for your brain and your health, I'd love to meet you. Simply click the link below this video, and that'll connect you with my patient care coordinator. Her schedule will walk you through the next steps and help you decide if our practice is the right fit for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video and learn a bit about me and our practice. I would be honored to walk beside you. My prayer is that you leave here not just with more education, but with some hope for your future. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Rethink Aging, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. For more episodes and highlights from the show, you can check out more videos right here and here. I also invite you to join the Rethink Aging community at caringforthebody.org, where you can find more resources on how to better protect your brain, strengthen your body, and live with purpose. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode.